やらいこんな地獄にもうたくさんだ。
会社に比べりゃ天国だよな。あ、やべえよ。もう寝とかないと明日会社行きたくねえな。
Hi, I'm Japanese Khan, and in this video, I'm going to be talking about the life of a Japanese animator. This will be a series of videos because there's just so much information and so much I have to show you on what actually goes on with Japanese animators. I recently had the chance to watch ZOM 100 Bucket List of the Dead, but while I was watching this new season anime, I couldn't help but think that this was the exact portrayal of actual Japanese animators. So I checked the comments to see if anyone else thought the same way. The very first comment on the page, MAPPA employees be like, 9,800 likes. Imagine you hate your job so much to the point where a zombie apocalypse is a good thing. This gave the most accurate depiction of Japanese work culture I've seen in modern anime in the best possible way. Someone helped the people at MAPPA, and so on and so on. So after seeing what everyone had to say in the comment section, a thought came to my mind as to, do these people actually know what they're talking about when they say these things? I mean, some of them probably, but a high majority of them most likely don't. So I'm about to share with you some of the first reported incidents in the anime industry to some of the current ones, 2023, and just show you what it actually is like for Japanese animators in the anime industry. So sit back and really try to take in what I'm about to show you.
本日付で制作部に配属になった
天童明と申します。皆様よろしくお願いします。入社当初の印象は気があって雰囲気のいい会社、華やかな業界に憧れ入った制作会社の絵に燃えていた。ってことは芸能人にもめっちゃ会えるかも。すげえ頑張ろう。The Dark Side of Japan's Anime Industry by Eric Margolis. Between 2002 and 2017, the Japanese animation industry doubled in size to more than $19 billion annually. One of the most influential and renowned anime, Neon Genesis Evangelion, finally debuted on Netflix, marking the end of years of anticipation and a new pinnacle in anime's global reach. In 2019, the Association of Japanese Animations released its 2019 Anime Industry Report. The survey for this report revealed that the market size reached 2,181,400,000,000 yen, 100.9% of the previous years, recording the most sales for 6 consecutive years despite the slight growth. Maximize Market Research, an information technology and telecommunication business research firm, has published a report on the anime market. The total market size opportunity for the anime market was USD 24.47 billion in 2021. Grandview Research, Anime Market Size, Share, and Trends Analysis Report by Type. Report Overview. The global anime market size was estimated at USD 28.61 billion in 2022 and is expected to grow at a compound annual growth rate of 9.8% from 2023 to 2030. 2023 Anime Market Report Scope. Estimated market size value USD $31.22 billion. AJA, the Association of Japanese Animation's 2014 report, said that in 2013, because the reports are for the year beforehand, said that the anime industry was worth 1.4193 trillion yen. Fast forward to 2022's current report for 2021 anime market value, which was a whopping 2.74 trillion yen. That's almost double what they made in 2013. And they haven't even came out with the 2022 report or the 2023 report yet. Looking at the obvious growth in the industry, who wouldn't want to work for anime, right? I know I would, because there's money to be made, right?
お疲れ様。天童くん、大学は？
携帯です。
いいとこ出てるじゃん。
いえ、そんな。
彼女は？
いや、そっちは全然でして。
かっこいいのにもったいない。
あ、いやいや、そんなこと。
頼もしい戦力ですね。
だな。
ぼちぼちお開きにしますか。
今日はありがとうございました。明日からもよろしくお願いし
じ
ます。
ゃあそろそろ会社戻ろうか。
A1 Pictures Animator Suicide Caused by Overwork by Luke Halliday. The Japanese government have ruled the 2010 suicide of an A1 Pictures animator was caused by poor working conditions linked heavily with overwork. The man, aged 28, was reported to be working 600 hours a month at the time of his death. He worked at A1 Pictures from 2006 to 2009. The lawyer working the case on behalf of the family commented that the working conditions at the studio and in the anime industry in general are terrible, to say the very least. The lawyer even went so far as to compare the conditions to that of a sweatshop. A1 Pictures did elect to respond to these claims, stating that this is not a problem with their studio, but a problem with the industry in general, and they should not be held accountable for the way the industry works. A1 Pictures are, of course, the anime studio responsible for series such as Fairy Tail and Sword Art Online. A1 also stated that the animator's family will receive workers' compensation for their loss. Anime News Network. Madhouse production assistant says he worked 393 hours in 1 month, edited by Kim Morrissey. Posted April 22nd, 2019. On April 5th, a Madhouse production assistant joined the trade union and commenced the process of collective bargaining. The anonymous assistant was seeking compensation for unpaid overtime as well as an apology for various forms of power harassment. During crunch time, the most I worked was 393 hours a month. The Japanese government's proposed limit for overtime per month is 100 hours. The assistant also spoke in detail about the circumstances that led to him being hospitalized due to overwork. I was working on one of the later episodes of a series. The storyboards only got finished a month before broadcast, so we had to compact the 3-month production schedule into 1 month. During that time, I would sleep at the studio for 3 days, only going home for showers. It was around 7 in the morning when I was returning to my apartment one day when all the hunger, tiredness, and stress over all the things I had to do got to me, and I collapsed on the road. A policewoman who just happened to be cycling by called the ambulance for me. When I woke up, I was like, oh, overwork, huh? I had some IV dripped into me, paid the 10,000 yen ambulance fee, and then just went home, just like that. The assistant said that by coming forward, he worries that he's lost his chance to ever be promoted. However, he feels that his actions were necessary. People have been asking me if I'm trying to destroy Madhouse, but that's not what I want to do. I just want working conditions to improve. So, the first incident reported in 2010 with A1 Pictures. The second reported incident in 2019 by Madhouse. So after 9 years, the problem of overwork still hasn't changed. And just judging by 2023 today's standards of anime, you can conclude that the problem still most likely hasn't changed.
入社初日から貫徹、翌朝、そして再びの夜。結局初めて会社から家に帰れたのはそこからさらに2日後。ああ、これあれだ。ブラックってやつだ。
The Sad Life of Japanese Animators Behind the Booming Anime Industry, written by Ranma Yulida, March 15, 2023. When you hear the word Japanese, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Maybe it won't be far from manga, anime, cosplay, weebo, or Japanese animators. That's right. Japan does have its own unique charms, especially in the entertainment industry, which is its pivotal point. This is evident data on current anime viewers, which reach more than a third of the world's population, or around 2.88 billion people. This figure represents an increase of 50% compared to the previous year. As more and more people enjoy that form of entertainment, demand for Japanese anime continues to increase year by year. Requests do not only come from Japan, but also from other countries, even countries outside Asia. If we talk about the increasing demand for anime, of course we can't forget about the people behind them. Yes, animators. An animator is an artist who creates multiple images, known as frames, which give an illusion of movement called animation when displayed in rapid succession. Creating just one image may take a long time, but animators need to make many images to create the illusion of moving images. Endless working hours lead to burnout among Japanese animators. Considering the complicated work with the increasing demand, it's not uncommon for many animators to collapse. One of them is an animator who worked at Mappa Co. or Mappa Studio, a Japanese animation studio that produces many popular anime such as Shingeki no Kyojin, Attack on Titan, Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man, and Kakegururi. Mushio tweet, video credit EST Media. On May 14, 2021, Mushio, a freelance animator working for MAPPA, said in a series of tweets as to why he left the studio. He said that working at MAPPA felt like working in a factory, with an unhealthy work environment, aka toxic. Demands for drawing revisions that kept pouring until the sun rose again the next day made the MAPPA animators start to feel exhausted, especially because at that time, MAPPA was working on 4 major animation projects at the same time. Mushio said around 80% of MAPPA animators have the same complaint, overworked to the point of exhaustion and burnout. This problem was widely discussed following the spread of a photo of a MAPPA animator who looked exhausted with red eyes. Yes, if you didn't know, MAPPA was the one that worked on those 4 major projects. And if you haven't watched any of those, most likely you've probably seen at least one, or at least heard of one. The animation in those were superb. I remember watching it for the first time and just thinking, man, this is some top-notch anime right here. But if you did know that MAPPA was the one that worked on all 4 of these titles, a thought must have came to your mind as to how the hell did they finish that in 1 year? Well, I just showed you. And just to let you know, I have no ill will towards any of these studios that I will be talking about in the future parts to come. Just like the animator who worked for Madhouse, I just want to see better working conditions for Japanese animators. That finishes up the first part in a series of videos that I will be making about this topic. There's just so much information and stuff I want to show you that I don't want to put it in one video. But if you actually really want to know about anime and not just your top 10 this, strongest characters that, deadliest fights, isekai, please read these articles and watch these videos, because the truth of the matter is, this is what actually goes on in the anime industry and what happens to Japanese animators. Also, a huge thank you to the people that made these articles. Or I should say we, would never know about this matter without your hard work. So I'm so glad to share this with everyone watching this video right now. I'll post a link to every article and video I found in the description below. And please leave a comment on how this video made you feel, or if you want to share something you know about the anime industry. Thanks. I'll see you guys at the next part.